Hey everyone, Ben from Living Survival. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Archer 1A V3 from ThruNite. A very nice light. Can't wait to show it to you. Coming up on Living Survival. So ThruNite has upgraded the Archer series yet again with some welcomed improvements. They've gone from the 1A V2 to the 1A V3. You can see it's just a little smaller and it is a little bit brighter. We'll go over some more of the comparisons in a moment. The 1A V3 has the same XPL V6 LED, but it has an orange peel reflector instead of the smooth reflector. You can kind of see how it resembles an orange peel. It doesn't throw quite as far, but it's nearly identical in brightness or intensity as well as lumens of the 1A V2. You get 20 more lumens with this model with a max of 200 lumens. Very nice form factor to this light. You get the tail clicky on the back, mode button on the front. Very easy to operate. I definitely like that. Anti-roll bezel here on the aircraft aluminum. Very nice knurling, pretty similar to the rest of the flashlights there. They do say that this is a very small tactical bezel there, I guess so. Not very sharp or anything, but it does have some ridges there and could serve in a self-defense application, I believe. One thing that stands out on this light is I really like the tail clicky. It's very positive in its response. It's very comfortable, as well as the mode button up front. Very easy to press, very easy to use. IPX-8 waterproof, drop resistant, and everything else that you can commonly find on flashlights similar to this. So the 1A V3 has 4 modes, very easy to operate, plus it has a special strobe mode. Like I said, very nice and easy to use tail clicky. I love the feedback that I get from this end switch here. It turns on and off and will go back to the same brightness that you left it on, so it does have the memory feature, and then you can also momentary it from an off position. Once it's on, you simply just hit the mode button to go through all the different modes. You have their Firefly, low, medium, high, and then you hold it down to get to the strobe. Doesn't get much simpler than that. You can't momentary back to the strobe, but you can certainly momentary right back or click it back on to the same mode that you left it in. So up top is the 1A V2, and this is the new 1A V3. You can see that there's a little bit of a size difference here, and even though it's a tiny bit of a size difference, that being combined with the fact that it's a little bit smaller in diameter, you can see here if we look at the reflectors, the V3 has a little bit smaller reflector. Now it does have that orange peel reflector as opposed to the just smooth reflector of the V2. You're not going to get quite the intensity of this one and quite the distance, although it's very close, but it is a brighter light by 20 lumens. So pretty similar lights. They both take AA's other than the size difference, but I can tell you that the V3 just feels better in the hand just because it is that much smaller, and it just is, your hand wraps around it a little bit better than the V2 with this sort of larger front piece on this light. So this one just feels a little bit heavier in the hand. One other comparison that I noted was that the pocket clip on the V3 is much nicer, in my opinion, a lot slimmer and more profile than this huge honking thing on the V2. It's also oriented differently so that when you put it in your pocket, the flashlight is down in the pocket and the clicky is up in the pocket, and I tend to like that better than on the ThruNite where you put it in your pocket and the lens would be upright. So much nicer design, I think, on the V3 as far as the pocket clip goes. They both operate the same exact way, on and off with memory with the tail switch, and then you just switch through the modes with the side mode button. A little bit different mode button there you can see from the V2 to the V3. Now, one thing that I was a little bit disappointed with the V3 is that it doesn't seem to take a 14500 battery. Even though they do say on the website that it supports it, it doesn't seem to work with it. However, their testing that they show, their lumen output, is with a AA battery. So I do have just a rechargeable AA battery in both of these, and of course that works fine. I am able to put a 14500, which is a little bit higher voltage battery. You can see it's just a little bit longer here than a standard AA. So when I put that in the V2, it does work fine. The V2 accepts it, and it works just fine. Gives it a little bit brighter light, I believe, because you're getting that increased voltage. So they do say on their website that the V3 is supposed to work with a 14500. However, when I throw this Nikkor branded battery in here, it doesn't like it at all. And even though I can screw the tail cap on, I can screw this thing on as tight as I can possibly get it, and it will not work. So we'll start off with the Firefly mode. This is 0.1 lumens. So it doesn't show up very well outside. A lot of people like that 0.1, including me. That'll run for 17 days. Then we can flip it up into low. That is 17 lumens, which pumps out quite a bit for 17 lumens. Then we have our medium, which is 75 lumens. Plenty, in my opinion, for an EDC flashlight. You can see it's nice and bright. 75 lumens, that'll run for 5 hours. And then we have our high, which is 200 lumens, 1 hour and 55 minutes. Off a single AA battery, very easy to find. It's got a very nice beam, good mix of spot and flood. I really like the orange peel reflectors, how they throw out light. And this light, the V2 was a little bit big for pocket carry for me. I ended up just putting it in my pack. But the V3 feels great in the pocket, especially with that different pocket clip. Definitely an excellent light. Loving it so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, taking a look at the newest version of the Archer series. I love the V2, I'm loving the V3, with the one minor setback that it doesn't seem to work with the 14500, although they advertise that on their site. I don't know if different batteries have different lengths, but I have a Nikkor 14500 and it does not work in the V3. It will work in the V2. However, their lumens being stated at 200 lumens does show being tested with a AA, so I'm happy with that. I usually use rechargeable AA's and AAA's in my smaller lights anyway. Commonly found, still makes a great light. I love the form factor. It feels great in the hand. I love that tail clicky feedback that you get with this light. Very, very easy to use with the operation, and I think it's going to be another big hit for their Archer series. Comes in at 35 bucks. I'm going to leave a link below to Amazon where you can pick one of these up for yourself. Anything that you do purchase through Amazon through my link does help support my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please give it a big thumbs up for me. Leave me some comments below. Make sure you share this video to your friends and family who might be interested, and make sure you follow me as well. As always, guys, if you haven't already done so, please click that red subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.